Ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, hello and welcome to a Q&A. I'm Calmputer, and in celebration of hitting 2,500 subscribers, I figured I should answer a few common and not so common questions I've been asked. The game in the background is Cyberpunk 2077. Are you Skallagrim? Short answer, no. Long answer, I live in Sweden, he lives in Canada, I think. It's possible we both come from the same general part of Europe, and that's why we have a similar accent and cadence. Also, the only thing I know about swords is which end to hold. Also, pointy end goes into the other man. But no, I'm not Skallagrim. Thank you for the comparison, though. Will you return to Satisfactory, Dyson Sphere Program, or TIE Fighter Total Conversion? Yes. I stopped playing Satisfactory and Dyson Sphere Program because I felt I had seen everything that there was to see in those games. And while they've updated the games a lot since I played, I don't know if there's enough for an entire new Let's Play series. So I'm waiting for them to come out of early access. Same thing with the reimagined campaign of TIE Fighter Total Conversion. I'll play through the remaining battles when they're all available, instead of doing it piecemeal. Will you ever do a Marauder-only run in Mech 5? Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Especially if you add in all of the yet another mods. And if you'll allow me to get Marauder 2s and Marauder 2Cs as well. Maybe even see if it's possible to find Barradoul's 2 super heavy Marauders on the market. The only question mark would be the beginning of the game. Though I suppose it would be possible to start with the Dragon's Gambit career, which gives you a Marauder 3R, then do the high reward quest down south that gives you a Marauder 3D, then see where you can go from there. You'd probably end up with a lot of money with nothing to spend it on at the end though. As for when, at the moment I'm playing through Dragon's Gambit, then it's time for MechWarrior 3 Pirate's Moon, followed by Mech Commander Desperate Measures. So I don't know when I'll get to it, but I love the idea of it. Who is your favorite Battletech / MechWarrior faction? Well, my introduction to Battletech was MechWarrior 2 and the Kerensky trilogy of books. So it's really hard to not say Clan Wolf or the Federated Commonwealth. Because they're kind of the protagonist factions of those stories. But lately I've come around to the idea that they're just all varying degrees of bad. So I think I'm just gonna say the Periphery. Not any specific faction in the Periphery, but the Periphery in general. Because anything can happen there story-wise, so it's really easy to explore on your own terms. What is your favorite mech? Oh yeah, Timberwolf is the easy answer. But that's because, like I said, MechWarrior 2 was my introduction, and it's the poster mech, literally, for that game. But then there's the Catapult and the Marauder as well. They're kind of a trifecta, to be honest, because the Timberwolf is called a Mad Cat because the Inner Sphere computers couldn't decide if it was a Marauder or a Catapult. I guess I have a type. Yeah, but if we're in the clan invasion era, then it's the Timberwolf. If not, then it's the Marauder, with the Catapult as a very close second. Will we ever see Calmputer and Friends? Possible, but unlikely. I simply do not play competitive multiplayer games. I play games to relax or to explore a story, and competitive multiplayer games usually have neither. No, that's not fair of me. I suppose the story of multiplayer games is what you accomplish. Like, some of my fondest memories of Halo was playing co-op with my brother. It isn't the game's story that stands out in those moments, it's the little moments when we did something really awesome or really dumb. However, years of MMO raiding and seeing people get yelled at for standing in the fire has given me a lot of anxiety about ruining other people's fun by being bad at a game. And my time management skills are pretty low too, so I would worry about being late to collaborations, etc. or just being flaky or unfunny. So again, possible, but unlikely. Will you stream? I just upgraded my internet connection to fiber, so very possible. I just have to find the time and figure out what kind of streaming schedule I could maintain and which platform I should do it on. Basically, there's a lot of research to be done about it, which ironically I also don't have the time for at the moment either. How do you record your videos? Well, to start off with, I have two computers. That part's not necessary, but it does make things easier, especially if you want to record older games. Anyway, I play on one and record on the other. The recording computer is my old computer from 2016. It has an i5 6600K and a GeForce GTX 1060, but any old thing will do. The main computer is an i7 9700K with an RTX 2070. Neither is overclocked since I require stability when recording over power. The piece of equipment that makes this work is a capture device called an Elgato HD60S. I put that between my main computer and its monitor, and then its USB connection goes into the recording computer so that OBS can pick up the signal to the monitor. Basically, if I can see it on my monitor, I can record it. Then I connect my overly expensive microphone, Shure SM7B, to a Scarlett Solo with a cloud lifter, which then also connects via USB to the recording computer. If I had built this setup now, I would just get something like an Elgato Wave 3 USB microphone and skip the Scarlett Solo, cloud lifter, and Shure SM7B. It would be a lot cheaper and would not cause me as much pain to get working. However, the Elgato HD60S is awesome. Because it is input agnostic, I can record any HDMI signal I want. PC? Yes. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch? Yes. TV? Sure. Even something like my old Amiga, I could probably convert to an HDMI signal and record if I was really motivated. But for the most part, it's not needed, as OBS takes up vanishingly small amounts of CPU power to run even when recording. I've just found older games that use things like 3dFX can cause my main computer to hang for several seconds when switching from 2D to 3D graphics, which meant I missed the first 5 seconds of every mission in things like TIE Fighter Special Edition. So it's been a real boon when it comes to older games. Also, I edit using Lightworks, though my suggestion to anyone wanting to start making videos on YouTube is to just learn something like DaVinci instead, because Lightworks really isn't all that good, and it costs money to export in 1080p with 60 FPS or higher. I think that will do for this Q&A video. If you have any other questions you'd like to have answered, or want a clarification about something I've just said, post a comment down below. And so, with all of that said and nothing done, ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, I've been Calmputer, and I hope that you enjoyed this little experiment. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll tune in next time.